Hi guys, it's Real Talk with Tracy. I can't believe that I've been with my husband now 41 years and it's he's my best friend. So it's going really good, but it's just the thought of being getting so much older in my 60s. It's really amazing. You look at yourself in the mirror, you feel 25 inside, and then you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, who's that? Oh, scary. Anyway, you guys, what I've learned, so many things I've learned throughout the years. One thing my grandfather always used to say is no matter what you make, even if you only make a little bit, pay yourself first. It's not what you make, it's what you save. And I've always listened to that advice. So from a very young age, when I started with L'Oreal, I think I was, I don't know, 23. I started putting away in a 401k and I just ignored it, just had it taken out of my check and just put it away. Also, I think it's really good as a person to give. And I think it makes you feel, for me, it makes me feel good because I think that most of us really just have things that we don't need or we don't use. And so I like to give to the rescue mission. They call me every year and I try to put together bags. I get the bags, they're really heavy duty, for $1 at Ross. They're these huge bags and they're wonderful. I use them actually for grocery shopping and reuse them all year long, and they're only $1 and they're huge and they're really colorful and pretty. And I like to get together things and give them to the Rescue Mission, Salvation Army, different charities. My husband and I, every night, we put away our phone, both of our phones. We put away the dogs. We turn off the TV. And we just lay in bed and we just look at each other face to face and we just talk. And we just call it our time. And I think it's really important to keep that connection. No matter what crazy or depressing or whatever things are going on in your life, I think it's important to have that quiet time together, to be able to just be together in a completely undisturbed, quiet environment to really connect. And last night we were laying in bed and I took my finger and I shoved it in his belly button. And I said, I'm trying to charge my Tesla. And we just both started laughing. And I said, you better stop because I'm going to pee the bed. You better stop because he was tickling me back. We just do funny little things like that just to try to stay connected between our crazy lives, things that we worry about, people around us ill and sick, and the pressures of life. I think it's really important to try to stay as connected as you can to your spouse. And I'm trying to think of his name now. Jeez, I can't think of his name. He has a podcast. But he says to ask your spouse, like, what can I do for you today to make you happy or to make you feel loved? And I try to think of those things. If my husband mentions, oh gosh, I need some kombucha, or, I wish I would have bought blah, blah. I try to go out and get it for him. One day I was looking in my shower and I said, gosh, Jay, I wish I had one of those rain showers. You know, those showers where all the water comes down from the ceiling. You feel like it's raining. And the next day I came home and he had installed that shower, the rain shower. So it really makes me feel very cared for, and I want him to feel very cared for. And so, you know, none of us are perfect and we all have our imperfections, but I really try to keep him in front of my mind and think about things that I could do to enrich or enhance his life. And this may sound very old-fashioned, but like at dinner, you know, I serve him dinner. So that means, and we usually eat in front of the TV a lot of times, but I bring out the plate, I bring out his dinner, and when he's done eating, I pick it up and I bring it to the sink to wash it. And he always looks at me and he says, thank you. He always says, thank you. I say thank you. If he picks up his own plate and he brings it to the sink, I thank him. We don't take these little things for granted. And I think it's one of the reasons that our marriage has lasted so long. I just wouldn't trade him for anything. We're getting old and we're losing our looks and we're having some health problems. But at the end of the day, when I look at him and he comes home, it's the happiest time of my day. And I feel so lucky that he's home. And I always give him a really big hug because every day counts. Every day I spend with my soulmate counts. And I want him to know how much I appreciate him. And we try not to argue over small, stupid shit. We try now, as mature adults in our 60s, just to let it go. We were going somewhere this past weekend and he's driving the wrong way. And then I'm like, no, you got to go the other way. And then he turns around and I told him the wrong way. So then he turns around again and, you know, neither of us got upset at each other. We're just like, okay, we're taking the scenic route. What? Oh, well, what the hell? We're going to get a free tour of an area that we've never been before, right? And we go to the market and maybe Trader Joe's and we buy a couple new things that we haven't tried before. You know, we scratch each other's backs. When we hug each other, we'll like itch each other. We do the little tiny things, you guys, that cost no money, most of them, that enriches our life and that keeps us strong together. And I've just seen us grown from little saplings into two big trees. We're two individuals, yet our branches touch. I feel very blessed. As someone without parents and never had kids, being married to your best friend's great. So, it can be scary going into your 60s. You don't know what life's going to bring. But I try to be grateful every day, even in this crazy situation that we're living now in America, where it feels like things are kind of out of control. I try to stay calm and focused. And I try to enjoy the little moments. And one of my little moments, can we share one of Mommy's little moments? One of Mommy's little moments. This is my rescue dog. His name is Max. I highly recommend a rescue dog. Maybe not one so big. But let me tell you, if you are feeling lonely and you want a best friend, all you got to do is go to the shelter. Sit down with some dogs. They will pick you. Don't even go by looks. Just go by the way they are. I found mine on a video, and he was on Facebook. He was abandoned. I'm getting the gookie out of his eye. Yeah, if you don't want to get the gookie out of the eye, if you're not willing to do things like that, don't get a dog. You got to clean the eyes. Hey, you want to say hi again? You want to say hi? You want to say hi again? He's not a kisser, but he's a hugger. He's a hugger. Yeah, he's up here right now. Hey. Okay, so I'm going to go. So anyway, I just wanted to give you like kind of some pearls of wisdom from someone who is in her 60s, who's been with her husband over 40 years. What's working for me? You know, do I get really sad in my life at times? I do. I've had so many friends that have died and moved away. It's been so hard. But I just continue to press on, and having my hubby and good friends and this dog, also our other dog, right? Yeah, we have 2 dogs. It really helps. So anyway, one day I'm going to be gone like everybody else, and my YouTubes will still be here. And that's why I do them. I don't have a legacy to leave to kids because I have no children. So I'm just going to leave these videos. Some are happy, some are sad, some are funny, some are animated, some are serious, right? Right, Max? You want to say bye-bye? Let's say bye. Let's say bye-bye. Let's say bye-bye. Ooh, that was a wet one. Okay. Bye, guys. Please subscribe.